The Bridgerton showrunners told a beautiful lie, and it concerns the single most important part of Benedict and Sophie's love story.
Long story short, we hear a story too good to be true. It ain't.
With Season 4, Part 1 having officially aired, we can now see the truth. For those of us who read the books, the agonizing 2-year search Benedict undertakes for his mystery woman is the entire foundation of their romance. It's epic, it's desperate, but the show looked at that timeline, said thank you next, and threw it all away.
And I am most grateful you chose to attend. I hope next time Mr. Bridgerton will show more of his face.
If you've only seen the show, you have no idea just how much has actually changed.
Did not expect so many shoulders.
The adaptation of An Offer from a Gentleman has fundamentally rewritten Benedict and Sophie's entire story. And we're not just talking about minor tweaks, we're talking about shocking changes that have rippled through the entire Bridgerton universe now that we've seen the first few episodes. In this video, we're breaking down how the show's biggest changes have created a completely different version of Benophie's journey to their happily ever after.
Well, go on then. Open it.
Let's start with the biggest and most controversial change we saw in Part 1, the complete demolition of the 2-year time jump. In Julia Quinn's novel, after Benedict meets the enchanting Lady in Silver at his mother's masquerade ball, she vanishes, leaving him with only a glove and a soul-crushing obsession.
We must find the owner of this glove.
Why ever do you have a lady's glove?
Because a lady lost it. I would like to return it to her.
What followed wasn't a brief mope, but a grueling 2-year hunt that defined his character. This search proved the depth of his feelings long before he even knew her name. It's the ultimate proof that Sophie wasn't just another conquest, she was his destiny.
Yes.
But Season 4 basically put that entire premise in a high-speed blender. The 2-year period of longing was compressed into just a few frantic months. Instead of a lonely quest, the show had Benedict enlisting Eloise's help to crash about 7 balls in quick succession, hoping to spot his mystery woman. Their reunion, which in the books is a chance encounter years later, still happened in the countryside after he saved her. But here's the twist, he didn't even recognize her.
It was one night, a moment. Does not even know what I look like.
And tell him.
What?
Go in there and tell him who you are.
So, why does this matter? It matters because it fundamentally lowers the stakes. The agonizing wait is what makes their romance feel so epic. By compressing the timeline, the show risks turning Benedict's profound, life-altering connection into what feels more like a seasonal infatuation. The desperation, the near hopelessness, the sheer romantic agony of it all, that is the soul of their story, and it's the first major lie the show told us.
That is true.
The next major deviation doesn't even seem to be about Benedict and Sophie, but it has massive repercussions for their season, the gender swap of Michaela Stirling to Michaela.
Are you two friends now?
Of course we are.
Obviously.
At the end of Season 3, we met Francesca's new husband, John Stirling, and his cousin, Michaela, confirming a queer love story is on the horizon. This is a seismic shift from the book When He Was Wicked, where Francesca's husband tragically dies.
For that, I think I shall lie down for a nap.
Are you feeling well?
Only a small headache.
And she eventually finds a second great love with his male cousin, Michael. By introducing Michaela, the showrunners are setting up a completely different narrative right in the middle of Benedict's season. Part 1 has already planted the seeds, focusing on Francesca's inner conflict and complex feelings now that Michaela is in her life.
If you would like it, I shall stay.
It would mean a great deal to me. I feel very close to you, Michaela.
While this promises a powerful storyline for Francesca, it fundamentally alters the landscape of Season 4. Benedict's book is a contained Cinderella story, but the show is weaving in this complex, emotionally charged marital drama right alongside it. It means Benedict's romance has to share the spotlight, ensuring Season 4 is an ensemble piece, rather than the focused fairy tale book readers were expecting. The changes didn't just stop at the big picture, they drilled down into pivotal scenes, reshaping the very character of our leads. One of the most harrowing moments in the book is when Benedict finds Sophie again. She's cornered by her employer and his friends, who are about to sexually assault her. Benedict's intervention solidifies him as her protector. The show, as we saw, rewrote this scene entirely. An assault was attempted on a maid, but it wasn't Sophie. Instead, Sophie heroically stepped in to defend her colleague Hazel. When the aggressor turned on her, Benedict did intervene, but in the ensuing fight, he's the one who got injured.
I apologize. I apologize. Treat a woman in such a manner ever again. An old person, ensure you never return to society. Do you understand?
This is why Sophie had to nurse him back to health at my cottage.
Yes, sir, and the nearest town where I might find employment is several hours away, so I must start walking.
But let me take you.
This change does two things. First, it gives Sophie a more active, heroic role, which aligns with the show's mission to empower its female characters. However, it also sanitizes the brutal reality of her situation. Second, having Benedict be the one physically wounded shifts the dynamic of their time at the cottage, creating a tension born from a brawl rather than his feverish, unguarded confessions from the novel.
Good night, Mr. Bridgerton.
Will you please call me Benedict?
Perhaps no scene was more anticipated by book fans than the mistress proposal. In the book, this moment is raw, desperate, and private, happening near a lake. It's a devastating, class-driven conflict that feels deeply intimate. Well, part 1 of the show took that scene, moved it, and changed its entire tone.
Sophie. Be my mistress.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Just as the rumors suggested, the offer took place on the grand staircase of Bridgerton House at the very end of episode 4. This made the proposal a far more public and calculated confrontation. It's no longer a moment of pure, unrestrained passion, but a declaration made within the very symbol of the society that separates them.
You know what they say, love is blind.
Furthermore, book readers know Benedict's reaction to learning Sophie's identity is pure fury. While we haven't seen that moment yet, the show has already softened his character significantly, and making the mistress offer a more thought-out and, frankly, stupid proposition rather than a crime of passion suggests a gentler, more TV-friendly conflict ahead. From slashing the 2-year search to gender-swapping a key character and altering the most iconic scenes, it's clear that Season 4 is a bold reinterpretation of an offer from a gentleman.
This place here changes a man.
Oh yeah, in what way?
I used to be white.
The core Cinderella story remains, but the emotional journey is radically different. The show is prioritizing interconnected storylines and modern sensibilities over a faithful adaptation. Whether these changes will ultimately create a better love story or betray the one we fell in love with on the page is the question we'll all be debating as we wait for part 2. The only thing we know for sure is that the Benophie we're watching is very different from the one we thought we knew.